Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's been an amazing day, inshallah. So today I've come with a new video. A new video that is very special and very different from what I used to do, because many of my friends have asked me to do a video like this, and I was thinking a lot and I was hesitating at the very beginning to make a video about this topic, but I said, well, let's do it, because why not? No, because a lot of people I know that they ask me for this, so I said, okay, let's do it. It's a video about how to improve your accent in English, or how to improve your level in English. First of all, I just want to say I'm not a native speaker. I'm not good in English. My accent is not that good. My English is not that good. So just disclaimer before starting the video, so as not to come to the comments and tell me, who are you to teach us this? I'm not even trying to share my experiences, just trying to give you some tips that may help you in order to visualize how is the learning of the process of learning any language. Because I'm not gonna talk specifically about English, but I'm talking about languages in general, because if you understand this process for all languages, then for sure you're gonna apply it whether for English or for other languages if you want to improve your level in those languages. To start, I just want to say something. Before thinking about improving your accent in English or in any language, you need to think about improving your level in this language. Because believe me, it doesn't matter if you have a good accent, let's say a British accent or American accent, but you're not good in this language. You're just committing a lot of grammatical mistakes, syntax mistake, phonology, you're not pronouncing it well. Let's make it clear. It's just you are speaking like this. That you just okay. You can have this accent, but you don't succeed to create that communication, because remember, the main reason for any language is the communication. So if I can understand you and you can understand me, that's the best thing. And the accent is just something that is recommended. Like, I mean, if you have a good accent, then it's good, because it's good just to hear. Like, even your ear wants to, I mean, to hear good accents, and the voice there is nice, you know. Okay, let's start. So, as I said in this video, I'm gonna talk quite general about improving your level in any language. We have 4 things in any language that are very important, and I want to talk about them. And mainly this video is going to be about these 4 things, because if you do understand these 4 things and you do understand the relation between them, then it's going to be very easy for you to improve your level in the language, and you know the path you are following to improve your accent. First, we have reading, then writing, then listening, then speaking. We have 2 that are related and the other 2 that are also related. So, reading and writing are related, and speaking and listening are related. How? Because if you improve your reading, then for sure you're gonna improve your writing. When I say reading, that's very important. The choice of the book you are reading is very, very important. Because if you choose a book that doesn't interest you at all, a topic that you don't know, that you're not interested in, then you're going to be very bored to read this book. This is why when you choose to read a book, and when I say a book, it's not a book of your school, of your school subject, you know. No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about your free time, your leisure, like just taking a book because... not because you're bored, but because just you have free time and you just want to read a book. Believe me, if you choose a book there's about a topic that interests you, then believe me, you're gonna succeed to read 200 pages, 300 pages without feeling that you are reading them like in 3 days, 4 days. It depends on the speed you are reading, with the speed you are reading, and also if you have free time or you don't break. For example, we are in summer, so try to read as much as you can. There are some people who are interested in politics, then go and read some books of politics. There are some people who are interested in geography, in history, in fashion, in music, in art, in whatever. Just take the book you are interested in. You can choose whether a physical book or an ebook. They're also available in the internet. Okay, how to read a book efficiently. I'm gonna leave for you a link in the description for a video that is going to explain more this topic of how to read a book. Because if you just read a book for the sake of reading that book, I mean, just you want to read 300 pages, 400 pages, then you are just in competition. You're not really reading it for the sake of reading it and for the sake of improving your level in English. So, as I said, I'm gonna let for you a link for a video that is going to explain more this topic. But the thing that I'm going to tell you, the advice I'm going to tell you is that when reading a book and you encounter a new word, I mean a word that you don't understand, then just underline it or take a block notes next to you or a piece of paper next to you, and whenever you find a word that you don't understand, then just take the word next to you and write it. You can do so for every single word, like or you have just your phone next to you if you are lazy to use dictionary. I mean, just you Google the meaning of the word, and you can do so for every single word. Or if you find it like this process is a little bit tiring, then you can gather 10 words, and when you gather 10 words that you don't understand, then in this case you just take your dictionary or your phone, because I know that a lot of people are now addicted to the phone and it's very easy to Google it through your phone. Then just Google the meaning of these 10 words or 20 words, because if you just read 3 pages but you don't understand the majority of the words, then it's useless. You are just wasting your time. Okay, so this is the first thing in the process of learning any language, is reading. So if you improve your reading, I mean, if you let your brain be used to reading, I mean, your eyes are used to reading, then automatically your hand is going to be used to writing. Because when you read, you are acquiring new vocabulary, you are acquiring in the basics of the language, the grammar, the syntax, the rules, the everything. So when you're reading, you need to pay attention to also the syntax of the sentences, not just read and understand the meaning, but also focus on how the sentence was was structured and everything. Then when you are used to reading, it is going to help you in writing your paragraphs. You're gonna start with small paragraphs, then text, then why not, you can one day publish your own book. And that's how it progresses. And don't let anyone put you down or when you are in the very beginning of your process, because we all start beginners and we are not supposed to be perfect in the language. And especially if that language, English for example, is a foreign language, then don't let anyone tell you, oh, your accent is very bad, oh, you're not very good at English, oh, I'm not good at English today, but maybe after 6 months, after 1 year, I'm gonna be perfect, inshallah. And that's how it works, because me too, I've never been good at English. And when I was in high school, English, because in our country, English is the third language, so we don't give much importance to English in our educational system. This is why I used not to have a very good English. And as I said, disclaimer at the very beginning of the video, I don't have a good English right now. And don't let anyone let you feel that you are weak in a language and you're gonna stay weak in this language. Maybe you are weak today, but as I said, after a period of time, you're not gonna be like this. Okay, so now we focus on the 2 first parts, which are reading and writing. So why I started with reading and writing and not listening and speaking? And I know that many of you are now interested in speaking. They want to talk. But if you don't know how to write a good paragraph, let's say writing without mistakes, then if you don't know how to write, believe me, it's useless to know how you speak. So you need first of all to know how to write good paragraphs, to learn how not to commit mistakes, because if you don't commit mistakes in paper, then of course you're not gonna commit them while speaking. Then if you don't commit mistakes while speaking, even if you have a terrible accent, that's okay, because I repeat it another time, I prefer a person that has a terrible accent. And also, what is your meaning of terrible accent? Just it's how you define a good accent and a bad accent. But I prefer someone who has, let's say, bad accent, even if it's controversial, that word, but who has a bad accent and he commits no grammatical mistakes, than someone who has a good accent but all his speech is full of mistakes. And I know that even me, I've committed in this video at least 10 or 20 mistakes without feeling. Sometimes I just correct them in the same second or at the same time, or sometimes I don't pay attention, and you can tell me in the comments if I have committed the mistakes. That's okay, because we learn from each other. Because then we're gonna move to this point of learning from each other in the point of speaking. Okay, so as I said, reading and writing are the first two parts. Then we're gonna move to listening and speaking. So what is listening? Listening is basically you let your ear be used to English. I mean, when you let your ear every day listen to English, you like you want, your ear is now used to it. It's like when you live in, let's say, the native language. For example, your native language, I'm gonna give an example of Arabic. For example, your native language is Arabic, so everyone around you in your family speaks Arabic. Then of course your ear is gonna be used to it, and whenever it hears a word from Arabic, it's quite easy. The same thing, if you let your ear be used to English, so whenever you hear an English word, you're gonna feel that it's normal. This is why try to make it as a habit to listen to English. How? Another time is the choice that is important. I mean, if you choose something that interests you, like to listen. When I say listen, it's also watching, but watching is just with your eyes. But I'm focusing on the listen because you can watch, but your focus is in your ear. I mean, you are watching something, but you are listening to what they say. It's movies, for example. If you're interested in movies, and I know that a lot of people are now interested in movies, animes. To be honest, I'm not a fan of animes, but I know that a lot of people are fan of it. So if you're a fan of animes, watch animes in English and pay attention to what they say. And TV news, I know that many of you find it boring, but for me it's something that is interesting, especially if you are interested in politics, in the general culture and everything, and in actualities, what is happening in the world. So just go and watch whatever American or British TV channel, and also TV shows, for example. So if you listen to these things that interest you on a daily basis, start with giving 1 hour a day, for example, and after 1 week or 2 weeks, then it moves to 2 hours a day. Then also there is something that may help you a lot, is that you go to your phone and you change the settings that your phone is now in English. Don't let your phone in another language, because when you take your phone, and then every day, because I'm talking about people who are addicted to phone. So if you take your phone and in every day you see the date Thursday, December 20, for example, you say you have a new notification. So your eye is used to it. Your ear is used to it. For example, if you have an iPhone, Siri is gonna talk to you in English, And we're gonna move to the point of Siri in the point of speaking. So when you improve your listening and you do listen to, you watch like these movies or animes or wherever, the TV programs or wherever, go to YouTube and whatever thing that interests you. I cannot give a recommendation. It's up to you what you love, So we move to the fourth part, which is speaking. Okay, so let's say something. Let's visualize it, how it works. We started with reading, which is your eyes. You let your eyes be used to English, and we started to writing. It's not only your hands when you write, because you don't write with your hands only. Of course you don't write with your feet, but you write with your hands. Okay, I'm just trying to make it funny, and also your brain is used to it. So your eye, your brain, your hand, then you listen, it's your ear, then what left? It's your mouth. So if all your body parts are related to English, then you're gonna feel that English is everywhere. No, English is here, English is everywhere, So let also your mouth. Your mouth is a very important part in the process of learning the language, because if you're someone who's silent, imagine that you're just reading English, you are listening to English, you are writing in English, you are doing everything in English, but you're not speaking. So you don't let your mouth to work, and you don't let your mouth to be used to English. It's like someone who, let's imagine someone who's very, very, very good at English, but he doesn't speak in English. Always he's silent. The day you want to start in English is going to be like, I like, I want, even if he's that good, because his mouth is not used to work in English. That's how it works, It's something that is so normal. Like even our body needs to be trained to improve in any language. So let your mouth work. How? The best partner you can speak with is a native speaker. If you know any friend of yours, try to speak with him. When I say speak, it's not chat, not to chat with an American friend or a British friend, because if you chat, you're gonna improve the way you write, and especially if he corrects for you your mistakes. That's good. If he corrects for you, it's okay, Don't take it bad, It's good to correct your mistakes in order not to repeat them, because the first mistake is okay, the second is not okay. Remember it. So as I said, a native speaker is the best partner you can speak with. Because here you're gonna improve your accent and your level in English. But if you don't, let's say that you don't have a native speaker in your environment, and that's the case for the majority of people who are watching me. For example, if you live in an environment where there is no native speaker, then just speak with your classmates. For example, you know, in the high school, university, wherever, you know, speak with your classmates, with your friends, with your family, if your family too speaks English. So try to speak with everyone. Let's imagine that nobody in your environment is Anglophone. Nobody. Then talk with this. Talk with this, you know, talk with objects. Talk with yourself. That's a very important thing. And now I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to the camera. I'm sorry, okay. You know, when you are used to English, you're not gonna say, I'm sorry in your language, but you're gonna say, I'm sorry, you know. That's how it works. So, what I was saying, dude, I forgot. Yeah, talk to yourself. They're gonna call you crazy. Okay. Call me crazy, but I want to learn. Let's say that you are in your room, close the door, and start speaking to yourself in English. Then your mom or your dad or your siblings are gonna come and say, bro, you're crazy, why are you speaking to yourself? We need to take you to a psychologist. No, I'm not crazy. I don't need a psychologist. I'm just practicing my English. And that's good, just talk to yourself. I'm talking about the worst case, when you have nobody to communicate with. Because of course communicating with other people is much better than communicating with yourself. But if you don't find anyone, just talk to the mirror. Go to the mirror and talk to yourself. Then you have the other person, which is yourself, you know, talking, okay, hello, and they said hello, and you say hello, and he said hello, and that's nice, you know, just communicate, and that's how it works. So I think this is the end of the video. I hope that it was helpful and I didn't make it long. Just keep in mind after this video you have 4 things. We have the reading, and when you read, you are able to write, and when you listen, when you watch movies and watch animes and watch whatever you watch it. You're watching my video, for example, you watch these minutes, it's like a practice of English. No, okay. But I recommend for your native speakers, it's going to be much better, I think. So when you listen, you're gonna speak. And speaking is the 4th and the last step, but it's the most important thing. Let your mouth be used to it. Let your ear be used to it. Let your eyes be used to it. Let your brain, let every part of you, let your feet be used to it. How? I don't know. Yeah, let your body be used to English, because if you implement English in your everyday use, then it's going to be, you know, English is with you. Even if you are if you have a bad accent, then English is with you. You know, day after day you're gonna improve it. And believe me, wallahi, nothing comes like at once. It needs the practice. It needs time, and that's how it works. You know. So this is the end of the video. If you liked it, of course, hit the like button. Yeah, go and like the video. And also, if you're not part of the family, go and subscribe to help us. And also, click on the notifications bell and activate notification to get notifications for next videos. And also, go and write down a comment. Tell me whatever problem you're facing in English, because I cannot talk about everything in this video. You know, it's just some minutes, and I cannot talk about everything. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I don't have the pedagogy of talking about improving the language. I'm just talking about how I see things. So don't hesitate to go to the comments and tell me whatever you want to tell me. And of course, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Here's my Instagram to make it easier for you. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Love you too much. Much love. God bless you always, as always. As always, you know, because after every video I just say God bless you. You know. Yeah.